So now you spoke about women's safety in cinema. So we have been hearing about casting couch for so many years. I think from the beginning of cinema we had been hearing about it. What do you think? Is it still going on, casting couch? And if
See,
some newcomer is coming in, how can they really avoid that kind of situation, even if it comes in their way?
all these are okay for audience to talk about. They need something or other to talk about. They can talk. But if you are really a aspiring creative person, your focus should be on learning, growing, doing amazing things, creating.
So, Vihaan, you have won a national award and you hold an international record also. Do you want to share that journey with us? What was the project like
Yeah,
and how did that happen?
go with a mentor, you can achieve 10 years of success in 1 year. So if you try to reinvent the wheel, there is a lot of trial and error, there is a lot of time waste, there is a lot of emotional struggle.
For someone who are listening to this podcast and who wants to break into acting or filmmaking, what's that first practical step they should start taking? Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Blossom Every Day, the podcast where we bring you inspiring stories, practical life lessons, and behind the scenes insights from people who are making their mark in the world. Every episode is about learning, growing, and getting inspired to take action in your own life. And today we have with us Mr. Orange Kannadaka Vihaan, a two-time national award-winning actor, international record-holding filmmaker, coach, and mentor to thousands of aspiring filmmakers. He's been teaching filmmaking and acting to professionals from all walks of life, doctors, engineers, and full-time employees, helping them pursue their cinematic dreams without leaving their 9 to 5 jobs. He is the founder of Golden Age Film House, leads the thriving Cine Superstars Club, and inspires thousands through his Kannada YouTube channel, Orange Kannadaka, blending filmmaking, life coaching, and personal growth. So, in today's episode, we are going to dive deep into Vihaan's journey, how he got into filmmaking, what it's like working in the South Indian film industry, the challenges for newcomers, scams in the industry, the impact of OTT platforms, and much more. And of course, we'll end with a fun rapid fire round where we get to know Vihaan a little differently. So, without further delay, let's get started and hear the story of Vihaan, the man who is redefining filmmaking and mentoring in India. Hi Vihaan, welcome to Blossom Everyday podcast. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey Rachna, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure for me to be here.
Thank you. So Vihaan, let's start with the very first thing that comes to everyone's mind, that out of all the things you could have done, why did you choose teaching filmmaking and acting? You could have done filmmaking and acting yourself, but instead of that, you chose to teach other people. So how did that happen?
Awesome. See, the thing is actually, I have been an aspiring actor forever. I started as a dancer in school, and from there, acting happened while I was in school only. So
Okay.
after that, I decided I'm going to become an actor, and I was good at studies, fortunately or unfortunately. So I got placed at Infosys, and I am the product of recession times. So 2008, when the recession happened, Infosys was the only company that actually offered a job. So I got a job as soon as I finished college. So I went to Infosys. So in Infosys, like for 4.5 years, I did my IT job. Along with that, I used to learn cinema. So I wanted to be an actor. That was the only decision I consciously made. But I always used to be a teacher's pet. I used to love my teachers a lot because that connection used to be there, and I always admired teachers a lot. So I always used to tell myself, if at all I don't make it as an actor, I'll become a teacher because I love teaching. And I used to think I'll teach something. I never gave it a thought seriously, but I knew that I will become a teacher if I don't make it as an actor. But I always believe in universe always guiding us, always showing us the path. So it so happened that by the time I decided to quit my IT job, by then I had done around 20 short films. I had grouped up with a lot of my fellow professionals at Infosys, and we used to make short films as a hobby club. So somewhere I got this idea, why don't I teach what I know? we all have this habit of doing combined studies where on the night before the exam I teach what I know to my friends and they teach what they know. So I have had this habit in my life. So I got this idea, why don't I teach whatever I know to my kind of people. So at Infosys itself, while I was quitting my job, I created a workshop where I taught around 65 people in a batch. So by the time I quit Infosys, I knew that this is what I want to do. Because of course, when you get into cinema, you have to kind of have a financial backing for some time till you make it big. So there are multiple options, multiple jobs you can do. So I thought, why not build a community of people who are like me, doctors, engineers, and whatnots, bring them, help them learn cinema. And then the best part is I'll get to collaborate with those people in my projects. So that's how the teaching happened. And as luck would have it, I quit my IT job on a teacher's day, September 5th. And it's been almost 11 years since I started teaching it in Bangalore offline. And now, thanks to COVID and all the technological revolution, now I'm teaching across country. So Cine Superstars Club is a community spread across India. And I'm teaching filmmaking for the last 11 years along with my journey. So, and it has evolved over the period of time. It has grown into something much bigger than me as an actor alone. But yeah, it's very exciting.
Wow, that is so inspiring to listen to. So, and you know what I really love about your work is that you are teaching all those 9 to 5 professionals. So they don't really have to leave their job, and they can still pursue their this acting. That not, I wouldn't call it hobby, but it's like their passion. They want to do their passion, but because of financial constraints, sometimes they are not able to do it. And you are giving all these people this platform. This is so wonderful, really. So, Vihaan, there comes a question in my mind that, as you also said, that when you entered into this industry, that financial constraint was there, and because of that, you came up with this idea. So, in your parents' mind, also, this must have been there. That what is the future in this? How are you going to make money? Did you feel that kind of resistance from your parents, and how did you tackle that?
Yeah, definitely. See, that is like even today, like you said, the Cine Superstars Club is a platform where I am trying to help full-time working professionals without quitting their job, without quitting the comfort of their monthly salary. How can they pursue cinema? That's what I'm trying to create. See, there are it's a very honest fact that today entertainment world is kind of oversaturated. There are a lot of creators. Of course, a lot of opportunities has increased, but it's a very competitive world, and the kind of cushioning you get in IT job or any other 9 to 5 job, you don't get it in cinema. Cinema is a very volatile industry. You have to be on your toes every single day. So that's what I help with for people. And the same thing, yeah, when you are quitting your job, also those questions were there. But see, I was from a very lower middle class family, and because of my studies and my sister studying well, because of our education only, we were able to lift our families to a certain level. But then, like, thanks to my parents, and of course, again, I always thank the stars, thank the universe. So things somehow worked out. See, I have to at this moment acknowledge my sister. So my sister was in a much better paying job. She's a younger sister to me, but she was in a much better paying job when I quit my job. And the funny part is, she also quit her job. She was in a job, I was in my job, and we both decided to quit the job at the same time. And my parents also are a bit crazy to support such a crazy decision. But we all, like in our family, somehow that divine support system, or that faith in the divine has always been stronger. That I would attribute the strength for my parents to say yes to such a decision is because of their belief in the divine. So they agreed, and my sister went on to do MS in US. And like I told you, we are from a very humble background, so many things had to fall in place for her to go to US and do MS. And from then on, once she got to US and kind of settled in US and started making money there, she kind of became my support system financially. See, it's not easy. It's not at all easy. That's why I advise
Right.
people, don't quit your job until you make it big, because cinema doesn't assure you money initially. And Of course, there is money, there is a lot of amazing things that comes out of cinema, but see, it's a common sense. You have like studied for 25 years to get a job in IT, and because of that, you are earning a good salary. And similarly, you have to undertake a journey in cinema as well. You just quit your job and become a star. That might happen one in a billion or one in a million. But the thing is, you take the journey, you learn things, you grow yourself, you scale yourself, and one day you will reach a position where whatever salary you are getting in your IT job, you might get it in your cinema career. But till then, you need to have this some kind of backing, some kind of support system. So for me, all those emotions were there. So whatever question you asked, I would attribute it to like I told you, the faith in the universe my parents also have, and we also had. So of course, this is one life. Like if you just prioritize money, you have to totally let go of your passion. So there was my decision that I want to do this at any cost. And my sister coming out of her job and going to US and settling there, all these factors together has helped me not only quit my job, but sustain this journey for 10 years. It's actually been 17 years when I counted. Last 2009 I started officially with a diploma in film acting, so it's been 17 years. And still, like, I have done a lot of amazing things, but the screen dream, I'm working towards it. So I have nowhere felt I should get back to IT job, thanks to all these different things, my support systems, my sisters, my family, the universe, and yeah, the right mentors. So all these things have supported me throughout this journey.
Wow, Vihaan, you have said such a beautiful thing here, that this support system is very much required. And at times, when we think of pursuing our passions, a lot of times we get a lot of resistance rather than getting support from our loved ones. So this is a message for our parents and the loved ones, that if we want to do something or somebody wants to do something, please support them into their dreams. Because again, as you said, this is just one life. So let them do what they want to do. So Vihaan, so as you said that this is not very easy to enter into this industry and make a big name. So what do you think, what are the challenges nowadays? Because now this OTT platforms has also come. So even the big stars, they are experimenting on OTT now instead of mainstream cinema. So do you think that this film industry has become more comfortable for people to join in, or has it become more tougher for them? What is your perspective on that?
See, actually, I would say we are in the golden times of everything. Like, because of technology, whatever you want to do in life or whatever you want to enjoy in life, this is like a golden time we are living in, because the comfort level is so high. At the click of a button, you can get everything that you want today. And the same thing applies to learning also. Like previously, if someone from an IT job had to make cinema, there was so much of struggle that he had to undergo logistically, like finding a mentor, attending a film school, quitting job and going. But today, thanks to technology, all those drama you can totally avoid. And I tell people, like, that's what we are trying to create. I'm trying to create a system where you don't have to undertake that drama. That drama you can totally, that emotional struggle, that a lot of emotional struggle happens when you have to switch from one career to other. And like you said, the family support system, all these things. See, of course, everyone is looking out for you. They just want you to be safe. That's why they kind of give all those resistance and all. It's
Absolutely.
not that they don't want you to be happy.
Absolutely.
But right now, it's not needed. Like right now, technology is so damn good that like sitting at home along with your job, you can learn guitar, you can learn music, you can learn cinema. So all these opportunities has opened up, which is a very big blessing that our generation has. But people's mindset also, somewhere it's like they want so instant gratification, they want the success so quickly that their expectations are becoming unrealistic. That doesn't work. See, what I would comment about cinema industry is OTT and all these other alternative platforms that has come up. It's definitely an opportunity. Like, it's again the basic funda, whether you look at the glass as half full or half empty is the mindset that you have. So if you look at it, opportunities are numerous today. So of course, a lot of people are also now giving it a try. So the competition is also equally there, and the challenges of the times have changed. That's all I would say. Like previously, making a cinema was the challenge. Today, making a cinema that people will definitely watch and will become a success is a challenge, because thanks to technology, if you have some money and some support system, anyone can make a cinema today. That's become, even coaches like us, people are teaching us how to create our own videos, how to create our own ads. So technology has made it possible. AI has made it possible for anyone to do anything. But then cinema is more about that emotional connect, that storytelling, that human soul, bringing that human soul into the story. So that part, unless you put in the effort, unless you really learn cinema, unless you really master the craft, you can't make it happen. At least as of now, AI can't compete there. So that part is difficult today. So making a cinema has become easy, true, but making a good cinema that will work and give you success and money, that's as difficult as it used to be ever. So the game has changed. That's all. But otherwise, the equations all remain the same. But yeah, like I told you, you can avoid a lot of emotional drama and focus completely on the learning part if you know how to leverage this technology. So that is what I do. That's where I come into picture. First thing is I have to see. We are in this tricky generation where the technology is evolving so fast that many of us don't even know that there are such options available. So I come in helping people understand that it is possible today to get into cinema without quitting your job. See, we all want to cinema because we love that. That's our passion. But like previous stories, whatever we had heard, actors struggled a lot. Somewhere we want to struggle also. But I'm saying, please don't struggle. Let's make the life easier. Without struggle, you just focus on learning. You just give it time, energy, money. You learn, then you make cinema. It will be more fun, it will be more exciting if you can avoid the struggle part. That's where I help people. So yeah, that's equation has changed, otherwise it's all the same.
Beautiful. You have told so many limiting beliefs in your these two conversations that we have done until now. Like first thing is that you have to struggle to become big in film industry. That is a limiting belief that everyone holds. But we have seen so many examples that they say that from out of blue they just got this opportunity. They were sitting in a restaurant and they just met somebody and they just casted them for their movie, right? So really struggle is not that much required, but you have to have that skill. And then another limiting belief would be that you have to leave your 9 to 5 job, that you have to give in your complete blood and sweat to filmmaking and acting, then only you can do something big. So we have identified these two limiting beliefs that people hold. So can you tell us more limiting beliefs that people hold, and you work towards breaking them for all those people so that they can really make big in film industry?
Yeah, see, to be very honest with you, I have evolved over the last 17 years so much. At one point of time, I used to tell them that cinema is struggle. You have to struggle to make it big in cinema. But then I, somewhere down the line, thanks to the kind of knowledge about law of attraction, my mentors, I realized that that's just a limiting belief. So basically, any belief in your life is just a belief. It's not the absolute truth. It's a belief. So we see a lot of people glorifying struggle. I also have a podcast like this called Kannadaka Vihaan Jote, where I was interviewing this IAS coach, and I asked him about this film called 12th Fail. So I asked him, did you like it? What do you think about it? He said, it's a beautiful film. Everything is amazing in that film. But the only part I didn't like is they glorify the struggle. They glorify how much hard work the person has to put in to become IAS. But actually, it's not needed. So that's exactly what I have also realized. It's a belief system. Like, see, like I told you, I am from a very humble background. So there was a time when I used to hawk newspapers. I used to do so many things as a kid to make ends meet. And my teachers used to praise me for that. See, this guy, he works so hard and still studies. I was a kind of topper at school. So he still is a very good academic student. So they used to appreciate me so much that somewhere it became my subconscious belief that I have to struggle and make it happen, then people will appreciate me more. So today, if you look at it, we all appreciate those stars who got it very difficult, in a very difficult way, who worked really hard to make it big. But if someone got it a bit easy, like see Nepo kids, see, no one can stay in this industry if they are not talented. Everyone has to fight for whatever they are today. But somewhere, because their start was a bit easy, people have so much against them. Like they are given everything easily. But why? Why? Like, why not? We also get it easily. So that's where my belief system changed after I met my mentors. I realized that these are all just my limiting beliefs, that I have to struggle. See, there are two things. One is the work we have to put in. See, if I have to make a cinema, because cinema is a very artistic medium, there is a lot of sleepless nights, there are a lot of hours we have to put in, and it involves a lot of money also. So we have to stretch a lot physically, mentally, emotionally, and all. I'm not saying that you don't have to do that. I happily do that because I love it. That's why we come into cinema. If we want everything very systematic, then we will do a job. But in cinema, there is no systems, because we are doing something creative. Like when you are writing a love letter, you tear 100 sheets before coming up with the right one. So that trial and error, all these things is part of the game, and that's what the excitement. So that struggle, that's not a struggle. See, if you do something with a lot of love, that's just fun. So like going on a trip, you enjoy the trip, though there is a lot of physical activity, though there is a lot of climbing, jumping, all these things. So that part is there. I'm not saying without that you will just sit in your comfort of your sofa and you will become a star. I'm not saying that. You have to work hard. All those things are there. But the emotional struggle, the making life too harder, choosing paths that are really difficult, not using the system. See, the best thing I have learned today is my mentor always says this: go with a mentor, you can achieve 10 years of success in 1 year. So if you try to reinvent the wheel, there is a lot of trial and error, there is a lot of time waste, there is a lot of emotional struggle. So all these things, many times, see, not everyone has that mental strength to keep going in spite of all this drama. So I have kept going for 17 years. Like I have undergone all this drama, but somewhere, like I told you, my spiritual backing and my mentors have given me the strength to keep moving forward. But I have seen thousands of people who have started with me quit midway because they make it more complicated than ever. And obviously they don't have the strength to keep up with the complexities, they give up. So difficult things or these kind of things has to be complicated. That's a limiting belief. It can be simple. The more simple it is, the more consistent you will be, the more fun you will have, the more longer you can hold on to. So try to make things simple. Try to choose easier ways, emotionally easier ways. It might be hard work physically and all, but emotionally you should be comfortable with what you're doing. And of course, there is a risk, but then calculated risk you have to take. Without risk, nothing is going to happen. But you don't have to take crazy risks and make your life harder, which is what I did a lot of times. Then I realized it's my pattern, and I kind of came out of it thanks to my mentors and all. So that's what. Be flexible, be resourceful, learn the skills, work with a mentor. Don't try to do it alone. That is the most like a difficult path, I would say. Work with a mentor and make the use of technology big time, make the use of other people's expertise big time. So once you do these things, I'm sure anyone can crack it. Anyone can crack cinema.
Wow. So many beautiful messages you have given in this. So emotional strength is so much important when you are doing anything. And if you love doing something, then it doesn't feel like hard work. And of course, emotional challenges comes in any kind of profession, not only in filmmaking, in any kind of profession, they are going to come. But then if you have right mentor, then that journey becomes so easy. And in India, I have seen this pattern that people really don't want to spend money on mentors. They think that they are going to do it themselves. They don't need to spend money on this. right? So they just try to save money on all these important things, and they spend money on the things that are not really important, which are not really making them grow in life. And that is such a pitiful thing, actually, which I see. They should spend more on themselves.
So just one point to add, even in cinema, like one limiting belief many people have is, okay, if I invest on a great camera, if I invest on a great editing course, I'll learn cinema. So like you said, that's investing on the wrong things. Invest on yourself. Like I invested on a law of attraction coach, a life coach, because being a superstar is 80% about mindset and just 20% about the technical aspects. So similarly in life, we invest on so many mobile phones and gadgets and all these things, but we hesitate to invest on ourselves. But you're the biggest investment you can make, your body, your mind. That's what truly determines your success. It's not the other way. So it applies to cinema also. Technical aspects are important, I teach them, but now after learning with my mentor, I have started focusing more on the mindset. Like you said, these emotional skills, I myself lack those skills. See, my students have gone on to become filmmakers already. They have made feature films already, and I struggled there. I used to achieve so many successes in this short film arena and all, but making a feature film, somewhere things were not working out. Every time I used to go to the end game, and something used to happen, and things used to kind of fall apart. So only after coming to my mentor, I realized that's a pattern I used to have. That's a pattern which was actually stopping me from succeeding. So my limiting beliefs. So these things, no film school teaches. But the thing is, the game is here. Unless you learn this, you might be doing everything right, and you might really get frustrated that I am doing everything right. Why is the success not coming? Only once I met my mentors, I realized that this is very important to work on yourself, your mindset, your thought process. So, like you said, doing the right investment and doing the investment is very important.
Absolutely. And one more thing that I feel why mentor is required is that when we are in that situation, we really can't see what is going wrong. We have that limited vision, but when we have a mentor, that mentor can really see into us what is exactly going wrong, and they can guide us in right direction, and that saves us so much time. Otherwise, it's, again, as you said, it's trial and error, and it consumes so many years of our life unnecessarily.
True that. See, I always like this example, like your life, it's like you standing very close to the wall and trying to see. So you can see a very limited thing. You might be really a good mentor. You might be really perceptive of many things in life, but emotionally, when you're attached to something, when it's your own life, it's like you're so close to the wall, you're not able to see the whole picture. But a mentor, he might be at your same level. See, mentor means he need not always be an expert. Just opening yourself to other people's opinions, thought processes, and of course you have to open up to the right people. So people who you trust, whose decision you value, but they can from a distance, they can look at your own life and they can tell you what is that you are missing, and that small suggestion can change your life. That's what one idea, one book, or one teacher can definitely change your life. So the main thing is that distance. You are so close to your own problems that you are not able to see clearly. So that's where we need people. We need mentors who can guide us in such moments.
Absolutely. So, Vihaan, in the earlier conversation that we did, you said about nepotism. And in Bollywood, we have always seen this so many times, star kids and favoritism and everything. So what do you think? Is this nepotism still relevant, and how is it affecting the South Indian film industry also, or do we see it only in Bollywood? How is it?
See, that's what I have never been a big fan of that concept of nepotism. It doesn't work that way. See, the thing is, many people get their breaks because of various reasons. Even the stars who came out of nowhere, if you look at it, there is some emotional connection that they develop with some people, because of which they are cast again and again in their films. See, the attitude, the talent, the skill sets that are required for the job, all these are non-negotiable. Whether you're a star kid, or whether you're a celebrity kid, or whether you're a politician's son, or whether you have a lot of money, all these things can put you in the system. But once you are in the system, staying there and making it big is completely on your shoulders, your skill sets, your mindset, and everything. So this nepotism, I would say, it's just a fancy term. Like, see, that's what like people, whether you are making it on your own or whether you are making it through a support system, audience are going to talk about it. People love talking about celebrities. People love talking about cinema industry because it's a very fascinating art form. So let people talk about it. But if you are an aspiring actor, aspiring filmmaker, you don't have to worry about it. Competition is competition, whether it's coming from a nepo kid or your close friend who is really good. It doesn't matter. If you have to make it big, see. In one of the award shows, Kamal Hassan says this. When Kamal Hassan was at the peak of his career, Rajinikanth, bus conductor, he came into Tamil industry and then he became as big as Kamal Hassan. Like they became two pillars of Tamil film industry of their generation. So Kamal Hassan was completely from the film background, and at that times he had the looks of a star and everything. Rajini was a total outsider, and his looks were very unconventional. And in spite of all that, he became as big as Kamal Hassan. So Kamal Hassan said, and they both are really good friends, Kamal Hassan and Rajinikanth. So in one event, he says, if you truly are a creative person and if you truly have the right mindset, you will see that there is no time for such discussions at all. There is no time for comparing each other. There is no time for any kind of argument that you are good, I am good, because everyone has so much to do. There is so many opportunities here. There are so many things you can do with respect to cinema. So many stories still you can tell the world. So many different, the stories might be limited. Like you might be seeing the same kind of stories, but the actors, the fresh perspective, the fresh ideas, the fresh looks make it completely different. I just watched Sayara day before yesterday. I loved it, absolutely loved that film. So see, that's what there is a nepo kid, but no one talks about it because he's so talented. He was so good. I was like, wow, this guy really is a good actor. So like, all these are okay for audience to talk about. They need something or other to talk about. They can talk. But if you are really a aspiring creative person, your focus should be on learning, growing, doing amazing things, creating. See, when you start talking about nepotism, you have gotten into the consumer mindset. So don't be in the consumer mindset if you want to be a creator. A creator, okay, people are talking about nepotism. Let's make a video on this and get views. Let's make money out of it. Let's make our business out of it. That's how a creator should think. He should not get consumed by what people are thinking, talking, and all, because that's just wasting your time.
Absolutely, so beautiful. So when you talk about South Indian film industry, you talked about Rajnikant, Kamal Hassan. So as per your perspective, what do you think? What is the difference between Bollywood and South Indian film industry in terms of their way of storytelling in the films, or maybe that discipline on the sets, or maybe in any other way? So what do you think? What is the main key differences?
See, my perspective, if you ask me, cinema is a creative art form, and we all have our different styles of doing it. And once too much success, too much money comes in, things will change. So Bollywood kind of became bigger a bit earlier. Because of that, the way they work, the discipline system, everything changed a bit. South Indian film industry was still trying to catch up, and they were very disciplined and everything. Now that we are all getting mixed up, so now people are saying, oh, these people work with so much of discipline, and these people work with so much of commitment, so much of passion, which is not there. But this is just, of course, these are all my personal point of view, how I keep thinking. Bollywood would also have had all these things at one point of time to get there. But once you get there, you become a bit complacent. You kind of take certain things for granted, and you figure out different kinds of systems. Because again, if you're comparing South India and Bollywood, then comes Hollywood. Hollywood, if you look at it, the way they work is very systematic. So That's what we should not ideally compare apples and oranges. At the end of the day, Bollywood has delivered amazing classics in its own right, and South India has done its own right. Now we are kind of coming together. So the best step forward, or the best foot forward, would be to look at it as Indian film industry, and very soon Indian film industry will also kind of go away. It will become world cinema, because thanks to technology, the collaborations are already happening. We are seeing Dhanush acting in Hollywood films, Yash acting in Bollywood films. So the world is no more getting divided, it's all getting connected. So we just have to learn from each other. That's where I would put my focus on. Like, see, I am learning from you. I also do a podcast. You also do a podcast. I do it in Kannada. You do it in English. So we learn from each other. So we don't ask, okay, is Vihaan's podcast better in Kannada, or is Rachna's podcast? That question is a waste of time, is what I think. Instead, we can learn, what are you doing better that I can implement? What am I doing better that you can implement? That conversation is really helpful, and that conversation can take us forward. So all the other kinds of conversation, they just waste your time and pull you backward. So that's how I look at it. There we all have our own strengths, and we bring them together and make bigger things happen. That's how I look at it.
Absolutely. That is all collaboration is about, actually. That
Yes.
you learn from me, I learn from you, and we collaborate and we bring up something more beautiful.
Yes.
Wow. So, Vihaan, you have won a national award and you hold an international record also. Do you want to share that journey with us? What was the project like,
Yeah.
and how did that happen?
Yeah, it's a funny thing. Actually, there is a slight correction here. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't do it. See, in India, national award and national level award are two different things, because we have something called as national award, which is given by the vice president or presidents. They give it once a year. So that is national award, because we call that a national award. There's something called as national award. So I have not yet won that. So national level award is a competition happens at a national level and you win it. So that's a national level recognition. So I got it twice. One, I got it for an ad that I did for the Crash the Pepsi IPL. So this was in 2015. There was a competition conducted by Pepsi. So I made a 30-second ad. See, by then I had done almost 30-minute short films and all. But a 30-second ad gave me such a huge recognition, and like I was portrayed on all national TV channels, and it was a very amazing moment. It was fun. It was fun. I got some cash prize, and so many things happened. But then somewhere, as I kept doing, I kind of became more and more demotivated by awards. I didn't want to be so focused on awards, so I kept on doing my stuff. I kept on focusing on learning and growing. But again, in 2021, one of my students randomly told me about this like competition that's being conducted by Government of India. It was called 75 Creative Minds of Tomorrow, which was actually a new initiative. Actually, I love to tell this story as more of a manifestation rather than an achievement. Why? Because let me tell you this story. It's a very beautiful story. I'm doing something right now. I'm creating one of its kind film in the country. So what I'm doing right now is, through Cine Superstars Club, I am making a film in which 70% of the film happens in a single location between seven characters, and all seven characters are played by the same actor. So this is something that has not been done in the country ever. Like, even when Kamal Haasan sir did Dashavataram, there were 10 characters which he did almost after 200 films in his career, and those 10 characters hardly interact. 1 or 2 minutes somewhere here and there they interact. But what I am trying to do right now is 70% of the film is happening in a single location between the seven characters, like 12 Angry Men and many other classics. And those seven characters are played by the same actor. So, which is a very unique attempt by itself. And then, like, also the way I'm making this film, bringing 128 full-time working professionals from across the country, giving them an opportunity to work in a feature film. So that's also, it's like India's first pan-Indian team feature film. It's not pan-Indian feature film like Bahubali or KGF. It's a pan-Indian team feature film, because the team consists already. I have students from Kulu Manali, I have students from Coimbatore, I have students from across the country, Vadodara, many places. So these are also not filmmakers. These are doctors, engineers, deans of medical colleges, teachers. So I always believed that once this film comes out, it will definitely get a national level recognition, national award, whatever. So I had this desire somewhere that I'll get it. Till then, I'll not worry about these awards and all. I'll focus on it. But Rajinikanth sir got Dada Saheb Palke. So I was just watching that video on YouTube. So I really loved it, how that entire process was happening. That time, Venkaya Naidu was the vice president. He gave the certificate to Rajinikanth sir. And Anurag Singh Thakur, the minister, he handed it over to Venkaya Naidu, and Venkaya Naidu handed it over to Rajinikanth. So I watched this entire thing, and in my mind, I was thinking, this is how my national level, a national award is also going to be there. So I just thought about it and forgot it. Within a week, my one of my students said there is this new initiative called Creative Minds of Tomorrow, 75 Creative Minds of Tomorrow. Why don't you apply? I normally don't apply to any of these competitions, but like after understanding law of attraction and all, Thursdays have kind of become very special for me. Every Thursday, I believe that some magic will happen, and it happens. So I thought, okay, it's come on a Thursday, and it's by Government of India. So let's apply. And also the thing was, the age limit is there, 35 years and below. So that year I was turning 35. So it just came in time. So I applied to it. I didn't know what it is, too much about it. I didn't know anything. I applied. 2-3 months, nothing happened. I thought, okay, government ka project hai, this is how it's going to be. They are not taking it seriously. I just forgot about it. But suddenly 1 week or 1.5 week before the actual event, I got a message saying, you're selected, please come over. We didn't know much details because it was already a rush at the end moment. So but who will leave such a nice opportunity? I went to Goa. It was an International Film Festival of India, IFFI Goa. Every year it happens. It's a big thing. So there we were invited. And once I went there, my God, Salman Khan was dancing in front of me, Ranveer Singh was there, and many stars were there. And then I realized it's a very big event. And the best part is, when I was handed the certificate, it was Anurag Singh Thakur handing the certificate to me, and the certificate looked exactly the same as what Rajinikanth got, just the content change. There it would have read Dada Saheb Phalke, in my case, 75 Creative Minds of Tomorrow. Not even in my wildest dream had I thought that for a short film I'll get this award. As in whatever feature film I'm doing, for that to test it out, I made a short film called Virgin Vaishali 30 plus only in Kannada. So I applied that for the competition. So for that only, I got the same kind of whatever visualization I had done. It was very similar. Anurag Singh Thakur was the person who was handing it over, and the certificate looked very much the same. So I was like, what a beautiful manifestation it is. I thought when the film comes out, I'll get something like this. But for a short film only, I got it already. So I would say it's more of a manifestation. It was more of it was a very effortless thing, and it gave me so much of joy. So that happened in 2021. I got my second national level recognition, and for the same film, I did 7 different characters in this film. So basically, in the feature film, whatever I'm trying to do, I wanted to test it out in the short film. But 7 different characters with complete haircut and look change and all, we did it in one schedule of 12 to 13 hours. So no one has done something crazy like that. So that's where I got my international record also for that. From the international record is for filming the most number of characters in a record time of 14 to 15 hours.
So Vihaan, you have told such a beautiful story about manifestation, and I really love it. I'm already a fan of, not working hard, and try to use law of attraction as much as you can, and do things effortlessly. And the way you told that power of visualization and the power of surrender, that you said that you just thought about it, you visualized it, and then you just dropped it. You did not thought over it again. So such a beautiful thing you have told, because sometimes what happens, what I have seen with my clients also, and previously I was also the same kind of person, that if I have a goal, I would just attach with it so much, kab hoga, kyun nahi ho raha hai, right? But that surrender, that faith in universe is so much important. So such a beautiful thought you have given here.
See, the thing is, like we all understand this conceptually, that you have to let go, but sometimes you have to pay the mentor money and you have to do the work just to master that skill, because like I can
Exactly.
really connect with it, because here I didn't have any resistance. It was just a beautiful moment, and I have manifested my bike the same way. I just looked at the bike, I fell in love with it. I asked the person how much is the price and everything, and I was driving a car, randomly I saw this bike, and I asked the price, and I then left because the bike was not good enough or something. I left. Within 1 week, I had the same color, same model, same brand bike in front of my house through a random series of events. But so I have seen this multiple times, that when you desire something and don't worry about it, it comes the fastest. But the thing is, certain things in life, for me, like making a film on big screen, I have dreamt about it so long that you can't stop thinking about it, or you can't stop worrying about it. That's where I really decided to hire a mentor and master the skill of handling our emotions better, because we understand, if you trust the universe and surrender and let it go, it will happen faster. But the problem of our mind is we are not able to let it go. We somehow get stuck with I have to make it happen, I'll do it happen. So that's where you need like, again, like law of attraction, everyone understands today, because it's been like there for quite some time, and people try it on their own. But if you really have to master that skill, again, like I told you, you need a mentor there also, because there is so much to law of attraction than just just ask for it and get it. Like it's simple. I'm not saying it's difficult or anything, but the thing is, our human mind is used to complicating things so much that we need a mentor to teach us how to simplify our life. That's where, like, I have this beautiful community I'm working with and learning, so that I can learn to let go. I can learn to focus the right way. I can learn to enjoy rather than struggling to make it, because we have always believed in hard work. So now I'm letting go of the hard work and choosing ease. So this journey is what is happening right now.
Wow, so wonderful. So, Vihaan, tell us about your six-pack ab journey. I can see that picture on the wall behind you also, that you had that six-pack abs. And what I learned from your story is that you made it in 8 months' time. That was crazy, really. So, what inspired you to do that, such a thing?
So that's also again a beautiful story. Like, see, that's what I have been consciously. I was trying to build a six pack for almost 12 years since my second year engineering. Of course, I did a brief workout thing during my school days, but then I stopped it, and because I was very short. Then I, during my engineering days, I resumed bodybuilding and going to the gym and all. So I had been trying to get really fit and have a six pack for quite some time. But then it was like okay, like I used to build a decent body but never a six pack, and that journey went for almost 12 years. See, the beauty of trying to do it a bit unconsciously is, you will think you're doing it, but before you know it, years would have passed where you are still struggling. So you have to become really aware of what you're doing. And like I already told you, a mentor plays an important part. So what happened, I think, again, it's law of attraction. Somewhere I watched a video by Jay Shetty, which was about the importance of time. So as soon as I watched that video, something changed in me. I decided I'm not going to waste my time anymore. I'm going to make the best use of it. And I started going to the gym regularly. Till then, I was kind of inconsistent and all that. But I started going to the gym regularly. And within a couple of weeks, I met this friend who had built six pack twice. So somewhere it was not, all these things were not planned. I just asked him, would you love to help me build a six pack? And he somehow agreed. And this time, all these things at that time, I was not planning it. I just was going with the flow. But once he came on board as a mentor, and we did it online, he was in a different place in Bangalore, I was in a different place. So he used to give me guidance on what I should do and everything. But what I saw was, first thing is, I didn't struggle at all this time. Always there used to be a struggle. Am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? And always there used to be a craving to break the diet and eat something. But this time it was as if the universe was with me all the time, because when I started, I used to do 10 squats a day. But by the time I was closer to my end game, I used to do 1,000 squats a day. And I used to work out for 3 hours a day. But it was so much fun. It was so much joy. And actually, yeah, this book here, I have written the stories completely in this book. There is this beautiful story I have written here, like in Friends sitcom. There is a scene where Ross would have paid for a gym membership, looking at the instructor, who is a girl. So I used to think, if a girl, a beautiful girl like that, is there to instruct you, you will be very dedicated to the gym. You will have some motivation. And I manifested a beautiful partner who was a female friend, and we used to work out together. So those were like that 8 months. I till then I used to identify myself as a foodie, but I used to like eat sweets so much, eat food so much. I used to like food a lot, but those 8 months I totally stayed off salt, off sugar, off all the carbs. So, and it was so much fun. I didn't have any kind of doubts or struggle or anything. Then I realized, oh my God, having a mentor is so powerful. Like when you get a doubt, if you don't have someone who says, I got your back, your mind automatically gets into that struggle mode, and you feel the craving to eat something. You feel the craving to give up on the game. You feel the craving to do so many crazy things that will derail you. But with a mentor, just assuring that it's okay, just keep moving. That small support system plays a big role. And also, of course, universe was supporting me big time in that journey. So I realized, like you were just talking, effortlessly I built that six pack. As in, I used to do 1,000 squats a day, but it was so much joy. See, you don't feel struggle, you feel the power. Oh my God, I can do 1,000 squats. My body used to feel like a bird. I used to feel like a bird at that time. My body used to feel so lighter. So suddenly your mind is not thinking about how much squats you're doing, how much weight you're lifting. Your body is all celebrating the success and everything. So that's how the entire journey was. And because I enjoyed that journey so much, I confidently put on 20 kgs weight for this role that I'm doing in this film. Because I know, like, I'll enjoy the game again, I'll enjoy working out again. I don't have even an ounce of struggle associated with that entire journey. And now, after working with my mentors with life coaching, law of attraction, I understand the science behind it, how our mind works, how our emotions work. But yeah, like at that point of time, it was a manifestation, and it was the power of a mentor and intention. I just decided to do it, and I didn't struggle or anything. I just had a lot of fun in the process, and I did it. And that's what I'm trying to teach in this book. Not teach, just suggest whatever I did right during those 8 months. I have written a complete book about it. So anyone interested can definitely check it out.
Wow. So that was a wonderful story. And now tell me one thing, Vihaan, as per your perspective, nowadays, I mean, it's in Bollywood for so many years that this six-pack app trend has been coming, and then the actresses are also like zero size figure. And now we are seeing that trend coming into the South Indian film industry as well. There also we are seeing all those six-pack apps and everything. So how important is it to have that kind of body to enter into film industry? Or is it not important? Is it's the skill that is more important? What do you think? What is the balance between both of them?
Definitely. See, that's what six pack is a beautiful accessory. Of course, if you see like a beautiful phone your friend is having and you want that phone, that's great. Get that phone. That will make your life better. All those things. But it's not mandatory that you need a good phone to do certain things. So similarly, six pack is just like how you put on makeup, you put on the right dresses. Six pack just makes you look better. Other than that, it does not add anything else to your acting. All that craze, for some time it might be there, okay, six pack looks good, but after a point it doesn't matter whether you have a six pack or not. People are going to focus on your acting. So if you look at the film industry, you will understand by just looking at the numbers and stats that not every actor has a six pack. But should you have it? Have it once. See, that's what, like, the focus should be on having fun in the process. It should not be like making your life hard, making even size zero. like I told you, I used to feel like a bird when I had a six pack. So that kind of but the thing is, the tragic part or the sad part is people try to take shortcuts to achieve those results with supplements and steroids and very harmful chemicals. That is very dangerous. These are all common sense things actually, but you don't have to get a six pack just to prove something and go these kind of harmful ways and all. That I'm, of course, no one will in the right mindset would want something like that. But being fit, having a fit body, building a six pack, if it gives you fun, definitely do it, because I'm telling you, it's so much of fun. See, you would have seen this, like at least guys will understand this. Even girls, I am sure they feel if you go to the gym and work out and lift weights and all, suddenly your shoulders will become like this. You will feel that jaw, you will feel that
Pride.
power, pride, power in your shoulders. So a fit body gives you that confidence, a fit body gives you that energy. And of course, like fitness is always playing it safe. See, our bodies are, as an actor or as a human being, your body is the only thing that's with you throughout this journey, and it's a very important part of this game. Once your body loses the power, there is no life at all. So body fitness is very important, whether you're an actor or not an actor. But six pack is, see, to be very honest, six pack is not a healthy condition. It's just a showpiece where when you're doing a role or for something, you reduce your body fat and show that six packs and all. Everyone has a six pack. It's just that we have a decent amount of fat which is covering it. When fat becomes too much, it becomes a tummy, which is again obesity, risk, all those things are there. But if you don't have a six pack, also if you have decent amount of fat, it's perfectly fine. For a role, just to show your muscles better, show your packs better, you let go of that fat temporarily. That is okay, but it's not a healthy condition to always go with very minimal fat in your body, because fat is also a very important component of your body. So six pack is a showpiece. So use it, have fun with it, but then go back to your basic fitness. Fit body is more important than any six pack and all. And coming to how it impacts acting, it doesn't. It just makes you look good on screen. Other than that, it has no value as such for making you a better actor or anything. There are amazing actors who never had a six pack, but yeah, they do really well. So it's just makes you. That's what. See, Shah Rukh Khan, when he did six pack, I'm sure he had a lot of fun, and even today he enjoys it, and that's why he's able to do it, because I have done it and I know I enjoyed it. So I can say that he also enjoys the process. So that's how it has to be. Then it will be super fun.
Absolutely. So actually health is important for any human being, because that is the biggest asset, but not on the cost of losing your health. Because sometimes, as you said, that people start taking all those wrong kind of supplements and other wrong things that they should not have, and they lose their health because of that. And because of that only, I think we are seeing so many cases of people dying at such a young age. I think that is a big contributor towards that also. All right, Vihaan. So let's talk about beginners who want to make big in the film industry and who has no background in filmmaking or acting and no contacts in the film industry. So how can they actually kickstart their career? And because nowadays there are so many so-called agencies who call you, and they would ask money from you on the name of auditions, and by the time you realize, your money is completely gone and you haven't gotten anything. So there are so many scams going on. So what is that, red flags that you can see in those opportunities? Because sometimes we are so consumed into our thought of getting that dream accomplished that we just ignore all those kind of red flags, even though we, at the back of the mind, we might be knowing that. But if you would tell us all those red flags now, it will become more clearer in people's minds.
Yes. No, like you rightly said, it's we can't blame people for trying to make some quick bucks, because it's a big trend now getting into cinema and all. So of course, anything that's working, people want to make some kind of money out of it. Those scams, all these things happen big time. But like you said, it's our emotional desperation. Like we want to somehow get the opportunity. We ignore the one tool God has given us, which is common sense. See, common sense, many times it's not common. So that's the problem. So just use your common sense. Don't be desperate. Like in what is that? Hasito Pasi, Pariniti Chopra says a beautiful dialogue. Opportunity may, it's never the last one. It's always the second last one. So there is nothing like this is my last opportunity. You will always get one more better one. So of course, treat any opportunity with respect, but don't become desperate. If you become desperate, that's when you tend to make a lot of mistakes. Like you said, ignore the red flags. But coming to the red flags, see, I'll tell you this. First thing, if someone is asking you money, don't go there. Don't go there. Having said that, I also ask for money, but I'll tell you the difference. Asking money to teach you is different. Asking money to give you an opportunity is different. No one will ask you money to give an opportunity, but teaching, yeah, if you want to learn something, you go to school, you pay fees, you go to any courses, you pay fees. Like that, when people come to my courses also, they pay fee to learn. But if you are a talented person, and if I have to make you act in my film, I am getting an amazing actor. Why will you have to pay me money for that? See, of course, having said that, when you're working in films, what happens many times, like when I started, also I have done this a lot. I'm a filmmaker. I have this amazing story, but I don't have the money to make it happen. So I bring in some money I have, you bring in some money you have. We all put in money and make the film happen. So money is involved. At times, we all collaborate with whatever we have. But what we do is we do some research. Who is this filmmaker? What has he done in the past? Has he done some credible work? Like, has he proved himself with some nice stories? After that, if the filmmaker asks for some money to make the project happen, use your common sense, how much you can invest, and do all your max and do it. That's okay. But as soon as you go, they say this is a casting opportunity, you will get so much salary, you have to give so much money. That's just BS. That's a scam. So however good they might put a proposal on paper, or how much our testimonials they give, go by their work. And also see, people can forge these credits also on screen. So you have to really do your research. See, that's what, once you let go of your desperation and you realize that you are as an actor bringing value to the project, you will use your common sense, you will do some proper research on the team, and then take action. Because see, there is no black and white here. It's not like everyone who asks money are bad. There might be people who are asking money so that they can make the project happen. Like, I know of people where they have become stars because they had the potential to invest some money on the project. So they invested their money, they acted as a hero in the film. The director didn't have the money, but he brought the script and other things. Collaboratively, they made the film, and today everyone are successful. So that happens. But that's where I tell people that look at the kind of person, talk to them, look at their attitude, give some time. Don't be in a hurry to become successful and invest money right away. Give some time, interact with the person, see what he is capable of, see how he has done things in the past, and see during the time frame that you are with him, how is he behaving with not just you but everyone around you. So this is just people management. Even once you come into the film, there will be so many people who will be trying to make some quick bucks out of you. So you always have to have your common sense. You always have to be in that right mindset to do this kind of research. But when you become too desperate and too much in a hurry to get that opportunity, you tend to, like you said, ignore the red flags and get into a mess. So don't do that. And again, coming to girls, safety, all these things, use your common sense and you're good. Don't do things that feel doubtful in your heart. Don't jump. See, that's what, right now, after working with my mentor, I have realized there is a easy way, there is a difficult way. It's your choice to choose which way you want to go. Always choose ease, because fun is very important in the process. You should not compromise on your fun part to achieve success. Then, like in the long run, you will start detesting what you really wanted. So, through my experience, I can tell you that always choose the easy way, always have fun, and always remember, there is always one other opportunity if you miss this. So don't be in a hurry to make things happen.
So Vihaan, can you tell us some tools using that people can research about all these things?
Oh yeah, today at the end of the day, these tools or this technology, these ways keep on changing. You can use Google. You see today if you go and check out Golden Age Film House or Orange Kannadaka Vihaan, I have been doing it for 8 years. So today it's so easy to find a person on social media. Like you just need to know their name properly. You can go and research about them. See, if a person says I have done 10 films and there is no digital footprint, that itself is BS, because today you make one good short film also, you have an article published, you have some kind of videos put up on YouTube, so you will get details. So social media is like an amazing tool we have today, where Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter and Facebook, all these platforms, you can do your research, you can check out their profiles, you can check out what they have done in the past. And if someone says I don't have any digital footprint, I don't want to work with them. Because see, in this time and age, coaches have so many millions of followers. As a filmmaker, you should have a proper because see, look, cinema is a creative medium and social media also is a very creative medium. So if someone has no digital footprint ever, that itself is very shady for me. So they have to have some. And also Google, if you search for my name, you will find so many articles on Google itself, because I have been doing it for quite some time. So if someone has done a short film or if someone has done something in the past, Google will give you the details. So Google is there, and social media is there. And also if you somehow are able to talk to people who has worked with the actor or worked with the person, that also can because true social media still can be forged. People can fake their identity there, but people normally will tell you right feedback. So go and check out people who have worked with the filmmaker or worked with the team already, their experiences. Today, like casting teams and all, whatever they put, you just can go and check the comments, and there only some people would have commented. Talk to people. See, today we have a lot of tools to do research. Only thing is, you should not be in a hurry to get the opportunity. Have some patience, do the research, and then get into it. You will be good.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for so many insights about this. So now you spoke about women's safety in cinema. So we have been hearing about casting couch for so many years. I think from the beginning of cinema we had been hearing about it. What do you think? Is it still going on, casting couch? And if
See,
some newcomer is coming in, how can they really avoid that kind of situation, even if it comes in their way?
See, that's what. To be very honest with you, my personal opinion is casting couch is spoken about only in cinema industry. But I have spoken to so many people that every industry has that. It's just a give and take of some people give money, some people give what they have, resources. Some women, it comes to favors like this. But like that's what I would say use your common sense, use your own wits, whether it's there or not. See, it will be there. Every industry, it's there. Like every industry, it's there. That's what many people have. See, because cinema is a very fascinating field. People talk about it more. People write about it more, and it's discussed more. But I have spoken to doctors where in medical industry I have heard so many crazy stories. In the IT industry, I have heard so many crazy stories. So it's not like it's just in cinema. It's wherever people are in there, politics will be there. Wherever people are there, all these things will be there. So it's up to you as a person. It's up to you as a person where you draw your line. Like I told you, unless your morals are unless you are clear on what you want and you play the game a bit more with common sense. Like sometimes we get these red flags that the kind of discussion we are having, the kind of environment we are heading into, we get this red flags, but we are desperate to get that opportunity. We take that risk, then we end up paying the price. So be cautious, be more careful, be more clear on what your priorities are. So I'm not here to say this is right, that is wrong, and all those things. Wherever people are there, they have their own rules of the game. So you define your rules and stick to that rules and play it safe. Play it safe. Choose ease. Like if you are having some doubt about a person or about a particular team, don't go there. There are so many other opportunities. But some people, the problem is They know there is a problem here, but they don't want to let go of the opportunity. They get into the problem and then they say it became a problem. So you knowingly got into it. Avoid that. Use your common sense, do the research, and if you're not comfortable, please come back. Please come back. There will be a lot of other opportunities. Don't do anything at the cost of your own, compromising your own values or compromising your own happiness or taking too many unwanted things. Don't put it at risk. So that's all I would say. But this thing is there everywhere. It's not just relevant to cinema. And as long as people are going to be there, as long as men and women are going to be there, these things are going to be there. So just casting couch and all is just a fancy term we have given to it, but every industry I hear such stories. So cinema is a beautiful art form. I know of so many people who have come through their own pure merit. So where you focus on matters. If you are focusing on this, and now that we understand law of attraction, what you focus on expands. So the more you talk about it, think about it, you will get into it. So I rather would talk about all the amazing things about cinema.
Absolutely. And I think as a woman, we have this bullshit meter inside us. Our intuitive power is so strong that when we are speaking to a man, we know his intentions immediately. But sometimes it happens that out of that desperation, no, we just ignore those red flags, and that's how we get into trouble. So the first thing is having that emotional mastery. That is very important. And for that, I think if people can hire a mentor, that is a very good investment into themselves. So Vihaan, now if somebody is entering into film industry for the first time, he's a completely newcomer. What are the first steps they should take when they start their journey?
The best step would be hire a mentor. Like it can be you are a beginner, find a mentor who caters to beginners and start from there. As gradually you keep on growing, you can change your mentors. But the best thing I would always suggest is hire a mentor. Of course, even before that, internet is always there to your rescue. There is so much resources on internet. You can learn from the internet. There is no doubt about that. But see, I learned from the internet. I learned from the most of the things from the internet. But the thing is, it took me almost 11, 12 years to kind of understand everything and master things. So when you hire a mentor, like my mentor always says, 10 years of success in 1 year. It's because a mentor can clearly point you to what is that you need to learn, where is that you have to go. So that's where that internet can't do for you. Today, AI tools are getting better at it, but still a mentor can do a much better job. So hire a mentor. So do your research on the various kind of mentors. See, I tell people I am the best when it comes to full-time working professionals in the country. But if you just are trying to get into cinema full time, I tell them don't come to me. I don't work with such people because I am an engineer turned filmmaker, passionate about helping people who can't quit their jobs get into cinema. So I work with only those people, and I start with the very basics. But I know of some amazing mentors out there, amazing filmmaking courses out there. You go and sit in that course, it will be really good. But as a beginner, you won't understand anything because they talk at a different level. So you have to just do some research on the kind of mentor you are looking for. But my number one tip would be hire a mentor to make things faster. Otherwise, internet is always there. Internet has all kinds of resources for you to get started. You can start your journey. You can make short films, you can edit it, you can put it into competitions only using the internet. But the thing is, it's a hard way. It's a lot of effort, lot of trial and error. There is a high chance that you might feel disappointed, desperate, and you might feel like giving up. And if you don't have the right mindset, you might end up giving up. And it also is a time-consuming process. But with a mentor, you invest your money. That's why, like, if you are having a job, if you can afford some investment, invest your money on a right mentor. You're saving your time. You're learning very comfortably. You're not reinventing the wheel. You already are working with a mentor who is, I always tell people, I am not a retired teacher who is teaching acting for just making some bucks. I am a superstar myself trying to build my own career. Along with that, I love teaching, and that's why I do this. So there are so many teachers like that today, like people who are already doing cinema and teaching also. So you can work with them, but work with a mentor. That is the one tip I would give people. Internet is always there to your rescue, but have a mentor. It makes your journey so much easier, so much faster, and so much fun.
Beautiful. mentor is, I think, one more thing. Why is it required? Is when you are at the verge of leaving, dropping everything. That mentor, he gives you that mental strength to go on
Yes,
in
yes,
your
yes.
journey.
See, that's what, like when there are thousand different solutions to a problem and you don't know which solution to take, lot of time is wasted, lot of energy is wasted, and you might feel, "Arey, nahi ho payega." But a mentor is there; he can tell you, just do this solution and kaam khatam. You are so much time, so much energy, and so much of ease is there. Like I told you, when I did my six pack, I realized the importance of having a mentor. I struggled for 12 years; it didn't happen, but with a mentor, it was so much fun and it happened in the quickest time possible. That's where I realized having a mentor is the best way to go about it.
So, Vihaan, would you like to tell us a little about your workshop? How do you conduct them? In which language? Because you coming from Kannada background, so do you do it in Hindi, English, Kannada, mixed language? How is it?
See, I do it in English. I do it in English so people from across the world can join. I have had people from Germany, Dubai, and many other places also joining in when I was doing it in Bangalore offline. That time only people used to come and join. Now that it's become online, people from anywhere can join. And I always keep it in English, though we make films. And when it comes to making cinema, I always suggest people do it in their regional languages because that's where the true emotions come out and the true the soul you can put into it if you are really doing it in your mother tongue or your native languages. But when the dialogues are being said, we use the language of the actors and other things. But otherwise, all our discussions, all our interactions, everything happens in English. So anywhere, people from anywhere across the world can join. Right now, what I am doing is I am creating an ecosystem. Like I said, there are some amazing film schools, film courses across the country now. But I cater mainly to full-time working professionals who want to get into cinema without quitting their jobs. So initially, I used to teach only technical skills, but now I have invested a lot of money on my own mindset work and life skills, which I have also brought into my community. So because, like I told you, being a superstar is about 80% mindset and just 20% all these technical skills. So this is what I have realized. So I bring all this knowledge into my courses now. So I teach people how, along with their 9 to 5 job, and not just that. See, recently, one of my students' wife, she passed away at 41. So unless I train my student on how to handle these kind of situations, just editing and cinematography is not going to help. Suddenly something like this happens. One more of my student met with an accident recently, and it was a very life threatening situation. So we all together did some crowdfunding. They were doing it, of course I shared it with my community, and we all, somehow he is recovering now. So I'm not just trying to teach people cinema, but I'm trying to build a community where we are there for each other. Like I said, just that one person saying, "I got you, it's okay, keep going," that is very important. So my agenda has always been that. I don't call myself a mentor that way. I am just building a team of filmmakers who are all like me, doctors, engineers. I have already quit my job, so none of you have to quit your jobs. You just work with the systems that I have created. Along with your job, you will be able to make your film happen, and for that you are paying me money so that I don't have to again become an engineer. So that's how the simple system is. Very simple. So you pay me money so that I make your life easier and give you an opportunity to without quitting your job, how you can make cinema. So that's how this entire ecosystem is created. So any full-time working professional, even if you have not done anything related to cinema till today, but you really feel that in this lifetime you want to at least once work in a film, want to become an actor or filmmaker, then my community is the best for such people, because that's the whole intention. I'm doing what I'm doing, so this is the best for such people.
Wow, so wonderful. All right, we have spoken about so much deep stuff now, Vihan. So let's lighten things up a little bit and let's do a quick rapid fire round. Are you game for that?
Yeah, yeah, definitely bring it
Okay,
on.
so short questions, fast answers, no overthinking. All right. Okay. So first question: if you could direct any one actor in the world, who would it be and why?
Rajnikant, he's not just a mentor for actor for me. He's a mentor. I'd love to see how he works on set.
Wow. And what's one South Indian film you wish you had been a part of, either acting or directing?
Bahubali.
Okay. How? Acting or directing?
Oh, acting.
Okay. one habit that makes you super productive and one habit you still struggle with.
Mindset work like meditation makes us productive, but that's the habit I struggle with also. Like I tend to get into other things, but I have to come back, pull myself back, sit, go inside, don't become hyperactive outside. So meditation.
Okay. So, if not filmmaking and acting, what career would you have chosen?
Teaching, I told you.
Okay. So, one line of advice you would like to give to your 18-year-old self.
Choose ease.
Wonderful. That was really fun. So, Vihan, last question before we close. So, for someone who are listening to this podcast and who wants to break into acting or filmmaking, what's that first practical step they should start taking?
Work on your mindset first, understand the industry a bit before stepping into it. You will have a fun journey, because without understanding the requirements of a job, if you check into it, everything will look like my mentor always gives this beautiful example of getting on a adventure ride. So if you consciously get into a adventure ride, it becomes adventure, it becomes so much fun. But someone forcibly puts you on that and you don't enjoy it, it becomes a life torturing experience. That's the same with cinema. So understand cinema, what it requires, what it takes, what's the mindset, what kind of lifestyle it will be, everything from a person who has experience. Understand that, and if you are game for that, then get into it. Else, many people I have seen, they take the journey for some distance and then they realize this is not for me and give up. So life is too short to waste time like that. So first do some research on what it takes, and if you're game for it, get into it knowingly. You will have a lot of fun.
Wow. Thank you so much, Vihan, for joining us today. This was so insightful conversation we had today. I'm sure everyone listening on this podcast has taken some or the other valuable insight with themselves. This was really wonderful conversation.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, Rachna. See, I myself do a podcast, so I talk to a lot of people on various subjects. But talking about my subject, talking about my journey, it's always fun. So thank you for giving me that opportunity, and I'm sure like it will be helpful to someone or other who is aspiring to get into cinema. And I'm hoping it will be. But thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So, to all the viewers, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to share it with someone who is really passionate about cinema and who wants to make a big name in this. And of course, subscribe to Blossom every day for more inspiring conversations that help you grow every day. So, see you in the next video. Until then, keep growing, keep learning, and as always, keep blossoming every day. Thank you so much.